Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Oh, let's see. I think we might be we're not sub only, but we might be sub comment only. No, not even. Everyone can talk. Hello, everybody. Hello, friends. Hello, Chesney. Hello, Caitlin. What is that truck doing there? Hi, everyone. Hi, Tiffany. Hello, Cow. Hello, Scarlett. Hello, Ellie. Hello, Colt. Hello, Jay Liana. Hello, Berger and Liz. Hello, Shannon. Hello, Lisi. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Blue and Emery and Sienna and Tay Tay. Hello. You're eating at a restaurant. Cool. Hi, Kaylee. What restaurant? I did get a tsunami warning, but apparently it's not happening. Hello, Bella. Yes, you may ask a question. Hello, Always Loving Life, and Gretchen, and Puddin, and Caitlin, Gamer Mama. Hello. Anyone can ask a question. No, we literally just started the stream. You are here at the right time. Hello, Marky Mark, and Jess, and Allie. Hello, Allie. Hello, Sienna, and Jesse, and Lupita, Edu, Aries. Thank you, Colt. Vesper High, Liam, Kate Bass, Nayla, Tink, Lissy Lou. I'm good. How are you? Thank you, Gamer Mama. Hi, Jess. Hi, Chantel. Hello, Ponce and Michelle. What are we eating today? Sushi today. Today's sushi day. Hello, Chanel. Hello, Michaela. I have been on. I take Wednesdays off, though. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I did not feel an earthquake, but apparently there was a 7.0 earthquake. Thank you, Amanda. And there was going to be a tsunami, but then there wasn't. So there it is. Hello, Justine. Hello, Jojo. Hello, Ayla. What kind of sushi? I'm not sure yet. Hello, NC. Hello, Miles. Hello, Nikki. Glasses are from some random site. I don't even remember. It's been so long. Thank you, Kiwi. Hi, Uber Lady. Thank you, Casey. We're good. We're good. We're good. Hello, Justin. How's it going? Hello from New Orleans. How's it going in NOLA? Hello, Veronica. Hi. Hello, Jenny and Miranda and Jen. Hi, everyone. Are me and Emily still friends? Yeah, sure. I mean, we don't really talk, but we're like friendly. If I needed to talk to her, I could. It's not like we're on bad terms, but we broke up. What's wrong with being weird? Nothing's wrong with being weird. I identify as a weirdo. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday, Justine. If you need to ask a question, I'm looking out for questions, so if you ask it, Avnish, I'm not going to answer that question because that's just silly. How did Applebee's go? We still have yet to get to Applebee's. Hi, Crystal. Thank you. Someone called me weird. Oh, okay. Let's see. So we're at currently 348 subscribers. So if we hit 400 today, tomorrow we will go to Applebee's for the stream. Thank you, Viola. I appreciate it. Hello, Lewis. Hello, Steph. How's it going? Hi, everyone. 7 years sober for Gamer Mama. Congrats. 7 years sober. That's incredible. I'm approaching 5 years, and it is not easy. So congrats to you. Hello, Judy Lynn. Thank you so much. I'll probably bet 20 minutes or so. And the kitchen closes when again?
2:30.
Okay, we'll be totally fine. Yeah, thank you.
Perfect.
We are at a sushi restaurant. I've been on. I've officially committed to 4 days of streaming a week. So I'm streaming Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. 5 years. Thank you, Gamer Mom. And so is 7. Good for you. I love that. Hello, Yosef. Thank you, Liv. Thank you, Lissy Lou. I love sushi. That's why we're getting it. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, no, we're good with the weather. I didn't feel the earthquake. It was apparently out in the ocean. I also live not on the first floor, so I didn't feel an earthquake. I got the alert on my phone, but weirdly, like I didn't believe it because it was like I don't really know much about weather, so I was like, this can't be true, and I ignored it until someone in the elevator in my building was like, "Hey, are you gonna hunker down?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" They said, "There's a tsunami." And I was like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, like in 20 minutes." I was like, "Oh, it's real," and they're like, "Yeah, it's real." And so I started like Googling and I called my mom and all this stuff. But then like 10 minutes before it was supposed to hit, the tsunami.org people were like, hey, actually there's no tsunami. So everyone breathed a sigh of relief, and that was it. That was it. Do I always eat alone? Oh, I eat with people. I went to dinner with a friend last night. My friend, we went and got dumplings last night. I eat with other people. Thank you, Brinny. Thank you, Victoria. And for all of the people, thank you again, Viola. for all of the people, so here's a good question from Piper, and anyone can ask questions as long as they're not meant to antagonize, but really like a genuine question. I'm happy to. Haven't eaten yet. No, we haven't even read the menu yet. We got a lot of stream ahead of us. Do I use the women's bathroom? Yes, I do. I'm a trans woman, and I use the women's bathroom. We may need subs only. Yeah, there is. We could do that today. Do y'all want? Do you ever look in the mirror and just sigh? I look in the mirror and smile because I am really happy with where I am in my transition and just who I am. I didn't always look in the mirror. I used to look in pre-transition. Before I transitioned, I used to look in the mirror and sigh because I was like, oh my God, this isn't me. But now I look in the mirror and I smile. Why am I going to Applebee's? Why don't you support a small business? Well, that's just for the 400 subscriber goal. What made you pick Applebee's for it? I don't know. It's just we always go to like small business restaurants, and it seems like an interesting change of pace. So, does anyone ever complain about what? No one ever complains. It's gross. I use the women's bathroom. Can I ask why it's gross? Do you like to cook at home? I do like to cook at home. What about little girls who use the women's bathroom? Won't they feel uncomfortable? I don't know. Do you think they will? Because we had this conversation last time. Thank you, Alex. But I mean, in short, to summarize that conversation, basically the conclusion we came to is there's no reason for them to be scared. So the only reason that they might be scared in the first place is if someone taught them to be. Because all we're doing in the bathroom is peeing. That's it. Just going to the bathroom to pee or poo, one or the other, just like you. So, all right, we'll go to sub only for a little bit because I'm not quite sure there's anyone who's really here to learn quite yet. So maybe we'll come back in a little bit. I didn't feel the earthquakes at all. I really didn't. But I also live not on the first floor of a building. So, yeah. Hello, subscribers. Do you think you'll be able to birth kids? Currently, no. First off, I don't. Even if I could birth kids, I don't want to because I just don't want kids. But the science in 2024 is not there. But I think there's a real possibility that in the next decade or so we will see it happen, because uterus transplants are already happening in cis women. Like you can get a uterus from someone else implanted in your body and birth a baby via C-section. About 100 babies have been born that way in the past decade. There's nothing about the science that says it isn't possible for a trans woman. It just hasn't really been attempted yet. So I think they will attempt it, and it might not happen on the first time, might not happen on the 10th time, but I think eventually it will be possible. How do you switch in and out of sub only? You click on subscriber and there's the option there. Hello, Darcy. How's it going? But yeah. Did someone subscribe? Opa? I missed if someone subscribed, but hello, Opa. Anyways, how you doing? Hey, love sushi's your favorite. Okay, well, do you want to read the menu? Shall we read the menu? Let's read the menu. So first, they have their specials today. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 specials. Yeah, they really are today. And I'm like, I'm down to talk and answer questions, but let's read the menu first because I'm hungry. My body woke me up at 4 in the morning. I had a terrible nightmare. I woke up at 4, which means I got to exercise early and I started doing a bunch of video editing this morning, so I've been up for a while. Ooh, Dawn Marie. Hello, Opa Dawn Marie. Let's cheers, Dawn Marie. I have some tea, so let's pour it. Cheers to Opa. Hello, thank you for subscribing. We're now officially 50 subscribers away from an Applebee's stream tomorrow. So if you are someone who is sitting and would like to see me maybe be probably pretty critical of Applebee's food, which I would imagine is what I will do because it's Applebee's, but maybe not. Maybe you should subscribe. It's $2.99 for an entire month of being able to talk. I also post a bunch of sub-only videos. I recently posted a tour of my entire earring collection, which is significant. I did a get ready with me video. There's a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm a little bit more buttoned down there. I'm not always wearing makeup, just kind of a little bit more in the moment. Thank you, Liv, for subscribing. All right, so an Opa for Dawn Marie. Ooh, that's nice. That's chamomile lavender. And an Opa for Allie Mae. Let's get some Opas in the chat, please. Hello, Vamp Love. Hello, Adriana and Carissa. How you doing? Opa to Miss Kathleen as well. Miss Kathleen, look at y'all. 3 subs in like 2 seconds. Love it. Thank you, Miss Kathleen. Opa. That's really good. That's really good. There was a tsunami warning, but not anymore. It didn't happen for some reason. Michelle. Opa, Michelle. Thank you, Don Marie. Opa, y'all, look at this. We're trudging along to 400. Hi, Caroline. How you doing? Cheers. Opa to Michelle. Thank you, everyone, for subscribing. Again, 400 subscribes, Applebee's. I haven't been to Applebee's since probably high school, so it should be interesting. Christy just started their sobriety journey. It's only 2 weeks in, but I hope to be sober forever. Good for you. I love that. Cheers to you. Congrats. And here, if you want to talk about it, let us know, because I've got plenty to say about it. Monica Opa. No, you did not, Rihanna. We have not even read the menu yet. Monica, look at y'all. Look at us. Y'all want to go to Applebee's. I want to go to Applebee's too. Honestly, I'm excited for it. I think it'd be fun. It's the worst of the worst. I'll never willingly go there. Agreed. But also, it would be fun to stream from there, right? To kind of like order the food and be like, I nourish myself, but also maybe be like, wow, I'm doing this so you don't have to. Anyways, Twisty the Clown, cheers to you. Opa, thank you. Thank you to all the people saying Opa as well. Okay, hold on. Someone said, do you have any tips on getting sober? Not at all. You have to... Well, first off, it took me many attempts to get sober. The cookie skillet, okay. Rihanna thinks that Applebee's is good. I'm sure there's good things, but we'll see. But when we get to 400, we will find out one way or another. You got to keep trying, because it's hard to get it on your first try. Sometimes it's your second or your 10th or your 20th. It took me a long time to finally get sober. And you also have to know and believe that it's better on the other side, because it doesn't feel like that to start. It feels like things get worse to start, but it eventually, inevitably gets better. Life gets better like every time. I promise. What about housework? Doing some homework or housework. Got it. Bathroom situation as she used he in this bathroom. And wait, Michelle, I'm not sure what you mean. Bathrooms. Did you do another comment that got muted, maybe? I'm not sure. Who's she? I think you might have gotten... Is user 52 here? Do you have advice for someone starting? Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what bathroom situation as she used. I think that's probably the second comment. Thank you, Alyssa. Maybe repost the first one, just saying it slightly different. It was a continuation. Okay, I missed the first half. Okay, do you want to message? Well, I don't know if Adriana has an easy direct line. Maybe you can message Adriana, and Adriana can help you word it differently. Because I want to answer your question. I just missed. Yeah, you can message Rachel too, and they can maybe help you reword it so it doesn't hit the filters. Because I want to answer, I promise. Okay, but in the meantime, Christy says, do you have any advice for someone starting their sobriety journey, like things to expect? Totally. The determination, yeah, you can message user 52. Love my jacket. Is it leather? Oh no, it's not leather. This is like vegan leather for sure. I don't think I'd buy a leather jacket at this point. Okay, so sobriety, to start, know it's not easy. Know that like the momentum you might feel on day 1 doesn't necessarily continue to day 2 or 3 or 4. But that doesn't mean that you should give up, because day 1 might be easier than day 7, and day 7 might be easier than day 20, right? Like these things come in ebbs and flows. So it's not just like day 1 is the hardest and then day 2 is a little easier. I'm almost 5 years in and I still get cravings all the time. Know that it's going to get better, even if it feels like there's no way I could possibly stick to this. Like I need this thing to be happy. There's just no way my life's going to be as I'm not going to have the thing to lean on. You'll be okay. Your body will adjust always. Thank you, Alyssa. Month 3 is one of the hardest. Totally. Sure. I mean, and I think it's different for everyone too. All right. So while we're waiting for Michelle's comments to go through, or Michelle to reach out to someone with the comments so I can answer that question, let's read these 6 specials today. So they have an uni ika, which is lightly seared squid with shiso, ponzu, and uni. I think uni is like that salty yellow stuff, right? There's a belly trio, which I guess is like nigiri maybe, or like 3 pieces of salmon belly, tuna belly, and something like that. There's a regular salmon trio, a bluefin trio. That's $30. It's very expensive for what it is. I quit smoking for 5 years and I still get cravings. Yeah, totally. It is easier to say no, but then sometimes something bad in your life happens or there's trauma, and it can creep back up on you. We're at a sushi restaurant today, Alyssa. Yeah, message user52 questions if you have them, and they can get them to me. The hardest part of recovery is when I get upset, I crave it. Yep, same. Have you created boundaries with friends and family? So my friends and family, for the most part, so my family at least, not much substance abuse, luckily. Some of my friends, I would say, are gardeners, if you know what I mean, which is the thing that I struggled with. But I've set boundaries, and anyone who's like unwilling to, accept that boundary is like not in my life anymore. But it really hasn't been that bad. There were certainly some friends, I guess, in the immediate, when I quit gardening, some friends, that's all I did with. So it wasn't like I lost them. It's not like we had a falling out, but that was like what they do as their pastime all the time. And when I stopped doing it, it's kind of hard to come over and not do that with them and just watch them do it. So there, it was a social reorganizing, but yeah. Oh no, Justine, did something happen in particular? Hey, don't beat yourself up. 10 years is not for nothing. That's a lot of time to not be smoking. You can, as long as you're willing to okay, user52 sent me a message. Okay, this is from Michelle. There's a situation, okay, I'm going through a situation at my workplace where our new trans coworker used the women's bathroom and people started to freak out. Hasn't said anything. I'm not sure. She hasn't said anything about it? Like she hasn't addressed it? Maybe, and I feel horrible. Is it wrong if I go, I don't think I understand what this question is getting at. I get that is there some way I can make her feel more comfortable, but like I need to know. But message user52, like people freaked out, but what happened? Are they not letting her in the bathroom? Are they like what did she say about it? Is it a trans man, trans woman? I fill in details and I'll get it again. I'll read it again. I used to garden and it gave me really bad anxiety, so I've been sober since February. Good for you, K-Bass. That's huge. A lot happened. Okay, Justine. Yeah, you can definitely call it a blip and start that sobriety over. I mean, there have been some close calls for me, truly. The closest calls came towards the beginning of the first year or two, but especially in the last like couple months while I was taking my mental health break, there were some times where I was like, should I? And then no, I didn't. But it doesn't make you any less good of a person, doesn't make you any less worthy of sobriety. It's really hard. It's really hard. And it's different for everyone. So you got to cut yourself some slack and give yourself some grace. Okay. They have a $45 ume platter, which is nigiri, a bunch of nigiri. Nigiri is like the rice, thank you, Aaron, and the fish on top, and then one hand roll. So it's got a bunch of different nigiri, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 nigiri plus one hand roll, which is like a fish wrapped in seaweed, basically. And then they have an $85 matsu platter, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 nigiri, 3 sashimi, and 1 hand roll. So almost the same amount of food, but probably higher quality stuff. Thank you, user52, for pinning that. If you want to help me swing this meal, if you're feeling like this stream is something that is meaningful to you, feel free to shoot me a gift. I will read any of the messages that are within the gift. You can type a little thing on the Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. Thanks. And if you're in the UK, PayPal does work, just so you know. or anywhere that's not US. PayPal is international. Okay, so that's the specials menu. Hi, Caitlin. All right, let's read the regular menu. They have tuna cones. Sesame cone trio with smoky tuna tartare, wasabi cream, and black tobiko. And we can add an additional cone for $8, so it can be 4 cones. It's going to look, I think we should probably do that because I've seen this on their social media, the tuna cones. It's kind of like what if ice cream cones were sushi. They have edamame, miso soup, steamed dumplings, gyoza, tofu, salmon tartare. I'm just going to read the things that I'm like interested in. Japanese style fried chicken, shishito peppers, seaweed salad, Mizuna salad, which has persimmons, radish, snow peas, candied spiced pepitas, and yuzu vinaigrette. That's something. Of those, I like the tuna cones. It's a little expensive. It's $24 for an appetizer. The shumai, I like the shumai here. That's oh, thank you, Mart. Mart for subscribing. Hello, Opa to Mart. Can we get some Opas in the chat for Mart? Thank you. We're 44 away from Applebee's tomorrow. Do you have anything when I help cravings or when you're around people who drink? Well, I never had a problem with drinking, really. I don't drink anymore for the same reason, but it never was like my main vice. But if you're, first off, just don't be around people who drink. If that is a trigger for you, like avoid it as best you can. But if it's unavoidable, gum, stress balls, having a sober friend there with you if you can bring one. You can always step out and call a friend. Really, but ultimately, like if your friends are drinkers, like people who like to drink, then one of the parts of getting sober, one of the tough parts is that you got to find friends who like to do the kind of things you like to do, and that does not involve drinking. That's a tough one. Okay, they have a set lunch, which is served with broccoli, shiitake, and other stuff. So that's going to be more along the lines of like fish or pasta, chicken teriyaki, that kind of thing. Never really been. What kind of dumplings? They're steamed scallop, shrimp, and pork dumplings. Thank you, Mart. Thank you for subscribing. And it lasts a whole month too. It's $2.99. Really not that bad. Pack of gum goes for that much these days. So and it helps me a lot, truly. Okay. They have rice bowls. They have noodles, like ramen. We could do ramen today. It's been so long since I've had ramen. They have tonkatsu ramen. Who needs sushi? Or we could do one ramen, one roll. That could be fun. There's a guy that I have to talk to for work sometimes that constantly needs his ego boosted. Oof. He's getting let go. Nice. Hell yeah. How do you feel about that? The 3 types of ramen they have ramen noodles in a rich pork broth. They have buckwheat noodles in a light beef broth, and stir-fried udon noodles with shrimp. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, so we'll think about ramen. Ramen in one roll. Yeah, it has been a while. Okay, and then the rolls. I'm going to skip over the nigiri because that's like so expensive. They have a rainbow roll, of course. They have a negitoro roll, which is like, well, I'll read them all. They have shrimp tempura, salmon and spicy tuna, eel and shrimp tempura. That one's pretty good. Seared spicy scallop. Hamachi and salmon roll with spicy tuna. That sounds good. Hamachi and salmon with spicy tuna, cucumber, tempura flake, spicy sesame sauce. Okay, putting that one on the short list. Not big into hamachi. Lobster roll with yellowfin tuna, mango, jalapeno, cilantro, unagi sauce, and spicy aioli. Okay. They have a seared A5 Takamori Wagyu beef, wrapped roll with hamachi avocado. Okay, so it's like a sushi roll with meat on it. They have tuna and mango rainbow roll, the bluefin tuna, and the Midori roll, whatever that is. That looks like a vegetarian roll. Okay. They also have classic rolls, so we could just get like a spicy tuna roll too. That could be fun. Okay, it looks like we have some more details on Michelle's question in just a second. So I wouldn't mind just a spicy tuna roll. We could do spicy tuna and then a ramen, or we could do 2 specialty rolls. Just in terms of cost, I think. And by the way, someone sent a really nice PayPal gift. I will read that in just a moment. Thank you in advance. of me reading it. What do we think? Do we want to do like 2 fancy sushi rolls or fancier sushi rolls, or 1 regular like spicy tuna plus ramen? I kind of feel like 2 fancy sushi rolls, because ramen can be a lot. I'm not sure. What do y'all think? Ramen in a roll. W. Hi, Aaliyah. How's it going? Spicy tuna and ramen. Ramen and regular roll. Okay. And of the 2, okay, so we'll do a spicy tuna. Sent another message. Okay, I'll read it in just a second. I'll read that as soon as I read the PayPal gift. Okay, so we'll do the tonkatsu ramen. Although maybe we'll ask our server if they prefer the shoyu soba or the well, do we want more like a traditional ramen that has real ramen noodles, pork belly? Yeah, we probably want to do that versus like the soba noodles. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do spicy too. Okay, that sounds good. Ramen can be heavy. No, I'll be able to finish it. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll be able to finish it. Don't you worry about me. Okay, let's read this gift. From... Oh, this is sweet. Oh, it's an early Christmas gift. This is the... Really? Beep, 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 backing it up. That is so unnecessary, the beeping. This is from someone whose first... You know what? I'm going to say the name because I don't know this person's first name in conjunction with their username. So I don't think they would be harassed anyways. This is from Shirley. Hello, Shirley. Shirley sent $5. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you. They said this is an early Christmas gift with a smiling emoji. Thank you, Shirley. If you didn't know, these gifts, like the one Shirley just sent, is literally the only way the stream happens. I don't make money just for showing up. The TikTok gifts themselves are very nice, but TikTok takes like 60% of everything you send, and also it's like 1 rose is like a half of a penny. So these gifts really make a big difference for me, and it makes it so that I can do this as my full-time job, which I do. And I love doing it, and I love hanging out with y'all. So thank you very much, Shirley. Mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Okay, so now we can read the, whatchamacallit, from Michelle. All right. Words are being made up loud. I know. Okay, so to refresh, there's a trans woman at Michelle's work who used the bathroom, the women's bathroom, and people started freaking out. Michelle continues, comments are being made out loud. Oh boy. And I know she was tearing up one day. By the way, I live in Texas, and it's just something people have a problem with here, and a thing to talk about openly, which is wrong. I know she hasn't said anything. If I'm wondering if I should to our manager, or would that be overstepping? What can I do to make her feel more comfortable moving forward in the workplace? Okay, got it. Hi, Casey. I hate to do this to you, Michelle, but I still need more details. But I think it's probably enough to give you an answer, but there's still some questions I have. So when she used the bathroom and people are talking about it, presumably like the higher ups would hear about this, right? Like you would, if people are making a stink, which it sounds like they are, then they probably know about it, or don't they? Is it a small group of people? I don't know. Is she allowed to use, like, is it to the point where people are like saying, like, is she still using the women's bathroom? I feel so bad for this trans woman, whoever she is, like, God bless. I think you absolutely can go to this woman, and you don't need to do anything other than be like, hey, I saw how awful people are being. I just want to let you know that I support you. Like, that's all you really need to do. Hi. Okay. Could I do a spicy tuna and a tonkatsu ramen?
Ramen? Yeah. Awesome. Sounds good.
Switching it up.
Yeah.
Is the ramen spicy at all?
I believe if it has any spice, it's going to be on the side. I wouldn't say it's overly spicy. It's more like spicy, flavorful, savory.
Perfect.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Appreciate it.
How'd you like the tea?
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. It's solid.
It's good just without any sweetener, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's solid. Yeah. All right.
I just tried one tea. It's called Blue People Tea.
Blue people?
Yeah.
Like the Blue Man Group?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, cool.
And
What kind of tea is it?
it has ginseng and licorice.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It's a wonderful mouthfeel.
Cool. Someone did ask her if she did use the bathroom and then walked away. Okay, so it sounds like this person, and by the way, someone else sent a really sweet gift. I will read it soon. I work at Nationwide, is on your side, and it's a huge building, so we're all in cubicles and working amongst ourselves. Okay, so it's big enough that it's just people talking smack, it sounds like. And this is getting to her. Okay, okay, got it. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for sticking with me. Here's what I would do in this situation. So once again, this is a trans woman who's using the bathroom in a corporate cubicle workspace. She's using the women's bathroom, as is her dang God-given right. In Texas, people are talking smack. Sounds like the upper ups are not keyed into this yet. Michelle wants to know, is this something, hi little mama, thank you. What should she do? First and foremost, I would go to the woman, the trans woman, and, privately say something like, hey, I know that people are talking about it. And I want you to know that I am your ally and that I will advocate for you, and that I just don't want to make sure you don't feel alone. There's no one here that's willing to stick up for you because I am. So that's step one. Step two, ask her if there's something you can do to help, right? Because maybe she doesn't want you to go to the upper ups. Maybe maybe she doesn't want to make a big deal. Maybe, hi Emma, maybe she thinks that people will talk smack, but then eventually it'll calm down, right? And that maybe by making a stink, no earthquake, no tsunami. It just didn't happen for some reason. So what are you gonna do? But thank you. Especially if the upper ups of your job is being in Texas, like they might be the kind of people that are not cool with her using the women's room, right? It might be that they're not gonna do anything about it if it's not brought to them, right? Like as long as they don't have to deal with it, maybe they'll just ignore it. But there's a possibility that if it does come across their desk, they'll feel like they need to do something about it, right? So ask what she's comfortable with, because all you want to do is say hey, tell me how I can help, right? You're going to suggest, should I go to upper management? Do you want me to maybe she wants you to go and talk to the people talking smack and be like, hey, cut it out. If I see y'all, she's a woman, she belongs in the women's bathroom. If I see y'all talking about this, we're going to have an HR issue, right? And be the voice for her, because especially as a trans woman in Texas, God bless, people don't listen to you, and people don't like you, and people don't care about you. And if she did that, if she stood up for herself, she might be at risk of being attacked, maybe. If not being attacked, then maybe people start making stuff up about her, saying she's doing things she's not, trying to get her fired, and she doesn't want that. So maybe, just make sure she's okay with whatever you do. But let her know that you are someone who, sadly, they might listen to more, and that you're willing to maybe put your neck out on the line. She needs a friend. Exactly, Gamer Mama. Is it just a single bathroom at the workplace? A buddy system? That's also, Steph, that's a great idea. Let her know that if anytime she needs to use the bathroom, to tag you, and you'll go with her. That's, Steph, best idea yet. Fantastic. Yeah. And it's a long shot, but if she wants to talk to me, to show her Instagram in particular, say that Michelle sent her, and I'm happy to talk to her too, just and be a sounding board for her, because we all need a person sometimes. We all need a friend. I remember there was, it's not about my trans experience, but I was in a pretty rough living situation with some people who were not very nice to me at all. And I needed to get out, and I had nowhere to go. And I remember I was crying at a Starbucks, and I had no one. My parents were miles away on the other side of the world, and I couldn't find a hotel. I didn't have money for a hotel. I just needed, so I had all the stuff, my life in my car. And there was someone I worked with who I really didn't know that well. I knew her for maybe like 3 or 4 months, and we were like friendly coworkers, but we never hung out outside of work. And I remember like I heard that she just offhand a few days before that she had this like apartment that she wasn't using, and I called her, and she was like immediately, of course, because she'd been in abusive situations before. She was like, of course, you can stay there for however long you need. And I was only there for like 2 or 3 days, but that's all I needed. And like I'll never forget that kindness, even though she didn't really have to do much because she wasn't using the apartment. In the same way that like you're gonna be fine, right, Michelle? Like all you don't have to do that much to make a massive difference to her. So once again, if she wants to talk to me, I will lend her. I'm more than happy to lend her my ear. She wants to talk on the phone, just like vent or whatever. If she doesn't know any other trans people, I am here for her. Thank you for being an ally and a friend to her, Michelle. You're a good person. Thank you. Hello, Nola Void. How's it going? Let's read a couple of very sweet gifts. We had some really nice gifts come through in the past few minutes. The first one is from, and I'm only gonna read first initials here. If you, and I know who sent these gifts, so if you just raise your hand and say it's okay, you can say my name. I will. But this first gift is from T. Hello, T. T sent $20. That's a lot of money. $20 gets you. I mean, look, inflation is inflation, but $20, like, that's still a lot. $20 gets you more than one sushi roll here. $20, like, for someone who I've never met in person and they haven't met me in person, that's insanely generous. I'm a person on a screen, and I know, you know me because I talk a lot, but I guess the gesture is not lost on me, especially for a gift like this. So thank you, T. I know you. I love you. It was nice talking to you recently outside of this stream. At least, you know what I mean. Means a lot. Thank you. Also, did I read the no, I'll read it. They said, ramen, with a ramen emoji. Enjoy, beautiful. Love you always, my friend, with a heart emoji. Keep shining, with a sparkle emoji. I will. Alyssa, I did. I'm about to read it. Thank you, T. You're the best. And speaking of, Alyssa also sent $20. Dang, Alyssa, thank you. Wow. Look, I'm not trying to be joke too much around here, but in the words of Owen Wilson, wow. Or in the words of Christopher Walken, wow. I had to. Thank you, Alyssa. Alyssa sent a really sweet message too. They said, I truly hate all the hate you receive. Me too. Thank you. You don't deserve it. You are an amazing person. Also, thank you. Don't ever forget that. Just a little fuel to keep the stream going, with a heart emoji that has like a little bandage around it and a hand heart emoji. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you. You hit the nail on the head with the fuel. You've been here long enough to know exactly. I know exactly what you mean by that. The fuel. Well, I like to think about it as me being an engine, right? I'm willing to keep going all day long, 4 days a week, hanging out, making videos, making content. I love doing it. I never want to stop doing it. The only thing I need is gas, fuel, and y'all can provide that with gifts like this. Thank you so much. And I always want you to know how grateful I am, because I can't generate fuel by myself. I have y'all, and y'all are my gas, my gasoline. So thank you. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you, T. Love you both. Okay. Thank you, Alyssa. I love being here with you. I miss Vespra's comment. My generation just stands up for people. We don't ask, just do it. I mean, I think that is definitely the attitude. I would hope that everyone, regardless of generation, would take when there's someone who is getting. I mean, bullying is kind of like not even the start of it, right? Like, I would call this more than bullying. I would call this just straight up discrimination. Yeah. Okay, actually, I'll move the tea so that y'all can see the whole plate. How about that? And we got another sweet gift, y'all. Thanks, everyone. We got a gift from... Okay, they said I can say their name. Very nice. This is from Veronica. Hello, Veronica. We love Veronica. Veronica's been here for a long time. Pre-break, pre-everything. Was in the Discord when that existed. And they sent $10. Thank you. They said, "Hi, Lily," with a vibrating pink heart emoji. "I love to see you doing what you do, to be the voice for someone who feels like their voice can't be heard," with a crying emoji. Let me read that one more time. I feel like I butchered it a little bit. "I love to see you doing what you do. I love to see you doing what you do, to be the voice for someone who feels like their voice can't be heard." From Veronica. You can say my name. I mean, look, I know I'm in a privileged position. I know. It's not like I'm wealthy, but I live in a nice city. I have an apartment to myself. I have a wonderful girlfriend. I have a lovely group of lovelies, followers, people who make it possible for me to exist in this city or just in general. I have a supportive family. I have great friends. I mean, I have it better than a lot of people, much less trans people. So when I'm able to, if I can, like, helping one person, like there have been points in my life where I wasn't in such a, I don't want to say cushy because I don't think it is, but I wasn't always so high, is what I mean. So we love to help someone out if we can. Thank you, Veronica. Mwah, mwah, thank you. Hey, Lily, just found out I'm going to have a granddaughter. Opa for Ginger. Ginger, cheers to you. And Opa for Demi, who just subscribed. Thank you, Opa. Of course, my cute dog. Congrats to Ginger. That's so great. Just now, huh? Demi, hello. Cheers to you, Demi. Thank you for subscribing. Or is it Demi? Gracelyn. Great. Okay, I'm gonna say that wrong. Gracelyn? No. Gracelyn? Gracelyn. Thank you so much.
Just this up. Okay.
Appreciate this. I'm gonna put this.
Water as well, Lily?
I think I'm good. Just hot water is good. Thank you. Found out Tuesday. I love that. That's so great. It's pronounced Demi. Okay, Demi, like Demi Moore. Got it. Yeah, not Demi. Demi. Hi, Demi. Thank you for subscribing. Opa. Yes. Well, congrats, Ginger. Wish me luck. I just applied for a new job with a nonprofit. Good luck, Justine. My day's been great, Brisa. And now it's continuing to get better because we got another gift, y'all. The gift train is choo-chooing, y'all. We love this. Thank you. Now someone whose first name starts with T. And once again, I'm pretty sure I know what this person's username is, so if you'd like me to say your name out loud, I'm more than happy to. But T sent $10. Thank you, T. T for 10. Thank you. And they said, "Happy to have you back," with a red heart emoji and this, how do I act? It's like it's smiling, but it's got like the hearts around the face. It's like, and there's like a heart. It's like that. Thank you, T. Thank you for putting gas in the tank. You know what I should have is like a little like maybe almost like a little action figure, but it's like a fuel tank or something. And we press a button every time there's a donation. I feel like that would be fun, right? Would y'all like that? I don't know. Anyways, thank you, T. Y'all, the gifts keep coming. Oh my gosh. What's going on today? This is incredible. Thank you, everyone. There's a couple more too. Thank you, T. You are so sweet. Alyssa says, "I subscribed and I don't know how long I subscribed." I don't know. It's a month. I don't know I'm not sure if it's like, I don't know. I really don't know. Probably somewhere in your settings. Thank you, T. Also, thank you to Jay. Oh, and Jay hit me with the spicy pickup line. I love this. Jay sent $5. Thank you, Jay. And once again, if you want me to say your full first name, just drop it in the comments if you're subscribed. Otherwise, Jay said, "You must be wasabi because you're looking spicy," with a pepper emoji. Thank you. A nigiri emoji, a rainbow emoji, and a pink sparkling heart emoji. Thank you, Jay. I do love wasabi. It's true. I really do love wasabi. And I'm not going to lie, some days I aim to look a little bit spicy. So I'm glad that you're picking up what I'm putting down. Thank you for putting gas in the tank. Mwah. Thank you, Jay. Also, thank you to someone. Wow. Okay, I can say their first name. Okay, hold on. Oh, this is from Carrie. Hello, Carrie. I didn't know that was your name. Do you want me to link your first name with your username? I'm assuming I know what you mean by your parentheses of your name. I just want to triple check. They said you first off, they sent $19, which is a lot of money. Once again, maybe they're from the UK or it's just the fee that came with it. It doesn't matter. Oh my gosh, they keep coming through. Holy crap! Thank you, everyone. They said you can say my name from Carrie. You deserve the world. You give this mama a safe place to relax, and I enjoy you very much. With a hand heart emoji, a red heart emoji, and another hand heart emoji. You're beautiful. Thank you very much, Carrie. It's a lot of money. It really is. Like, what's happening right now is y'all are not just paying for this meal, y'all are paying for everything else I need in order to do this. Like, I know it's hard sometimes because you want to say like yeah, you paid for this sushi roll, right? Or you paid for the ramen that I'm about to eat, or you paid for the dessert I'm going to eat later. Of course, everyone wants to like be like, oh yeah, I bought that thing, and like, great. But also, in order for me to be able to get the sushi roll or the ramen or the dessert to begin with, I have to not be defaulting on rent, and it's not a very glamorous thing to ask for help with or for support for. But y'all get it. Y'all get it. Y'all know if you like these streams that it's not just the sushi rolls. It's the health insurance. It's the groceries, or at least the groceries I need outside of eating elsewhere. It's the nuggets, food, and medicine. It's all these things. So, thank you, Carrie. You're very sweet. Nicole, this is our starter. We're doing a sushi to start, and we're waiting on our ramen too, and we're gonna get dessert as well. I'm not sure how you get it auto renewed. I'm not an expert on that, but probably there's this page with subscriptions that would get you there, is my guess. It's what I had from my TikTok shop, but I'm in Michigan, so I had to do PayPal. Well, Carrie, hugely appreciated. Thank you. Thank you so much. Also, the train continues a chugging, y'all. The fuel is continuing to be dumped into the tank. This engine is running. Thank you. Wow. This is from B. Hello, B. The first initial B. This is so sweet. They sent $20, y'all. This really, really adds up, y'all. I can't tell you how grateful I am. Y'all are so sweet. Y'all are so sweet. They said, happy to have you back and see you smiling. Merry Christmas from B. Merry Christmas to you. This is the best Christmas present ever, y'all. Y'all are so sweet. I love each and every one of y'all. And it's so nice now having sub only and being able to hang out with y'all and not to worry as much about trolls and know that y'all got my back. B's got my back. All y'all got my back. There's so much anxiety that comes with this. There's so much anxiety when there's not like a paycheck every 2 weeks. Some months are good, some are not as good, and you just kind of have to hope it all evens out. And taking a 2, almost 3 month break, it was a big risk for me, and I think I needed it. I hope y'all can see that I did, and hopefully I'm a little more level-headed now. And thank you so much for greeting me with open arms. As now that I'm back, and now that I'm back permanently for. Ooh, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Look at this, y'all. Thank you for greeting me with open arms, because there is a world in which like everyone was like, you know what, we're no thanks, right? Did my break help? Says Alyssa. It helped so much. I cannot even tell you how much it helped to take a breather and reset my head and just disappear for a few months. I still made content, but like there's a difference between waking up every morning, filming a video offline, editing offline, posting, and then not streaming and just like letting everyone watch it and take with it what they will. Because in that reality, I don't ever have to read comments if I don't want. It's not like I didn't. I did sometimes, but I was able to just go about my day peacefully and not have to worry about the trolls every day, basically. So thank you. Thank you to everyone who's gifted today. And there's some gifts we haven't read yet. Thank you to B once again. Merry Christmas. Thank you also. Oh my gosh. This is from H. Hello, H. We love H. H is a great friend of mine. Has been a lovely for forever. H sent $15. Jeez, thank you. Also, I think there was another question. Thank you. Okay, Bass, of course. I'm here to be an escape. Absolutely. Okay, I think I answered all the questions. Thank you, H. You're so sweet. We love H. $15. That's gas in the tank, y'all. Really. And they said, Happy Sushi Day, friend, from H with a waving smiley face. One of these. Whenever I see that emoji, I always think like this person is like this. Because that's how close the hands are to the face. They're like, I think like they must really be like all bunched up like this. Thank you for taking me back. I know just disappearing, it upset a lot of people. I get that. But y'all are still here 3 months later. So thank you, H. Also, we're not done yet, y'all. Okay, this is from, I think probably this person is okay with me reading their name because their gift says something along the lines. You'll see. This is from Michelle, the person who asked the question. They sent $10. Thank you, Michelle. They said, thank you for answering my question. I will do my best with the person, if you weren't here for it, who, trans woman at their work, who's using the restroom, the women's bathroom, and they wanted to, like, there's people talking smack. If you weren't there for it, I can rehash it. But basically, keep us posted, please. And I'm not joking. If that person wants someone to talk to, another trans person, send them my way. And let me know. Just do it on Instagram because that's where I check DMs. Thank you, everyone. Can't express my gratitude enough right now. Cannot. I love y'all dearly. Thank you. Let's eat. Happy to have you on right now, cuddling my toddler son who is sick and going through it. Well, love to your kid. I know that's not easy. I would imagine you're probably not getting a whole lot of sleep because of it. But hey, right now, you're eating sushi with me in San Francisco, right? That's it. Let's eat one piece of sushi and then we'll work on the ramen because I would imagine it'll get cold soonish. All right, so this is just a plain old spicy tuna roll. If I can get the camera to focus on that. Spicy tuna, which is like they take tuna, they mash it up, put some sriracha in there usually, roll it up with some cucumber and rice. Not good. Hi, Trish. How you doing? I like California rolls, yeah. I definitely prefer other rolls over California, but like, I mean, there's really no sushi rolls I don't like. I used to have it out for eel and sweet sauce on sushi, but recently I started loving it. There was about a year ago, I would turn down anything with any sushi with a sweet sauce on it. Now I love it. I don't know what happened. Oh, good. But yeah, I like California rolls. The most important thing is that I have my soy sauce wasabi mix. True, I'm trying to not get sick. My dad turned 70 on Saturday. Wow. Well, happy birthday to your dad. All right. I should probably try and use chopsticks. Is this what I think? Oh, thank God. I thought it was okra for a second. I was like, please no. I think it's shishito peppers. And we have what I believe is like a hot sauce here. I'm not sure. Might not use it. We'll see. Go a little bit. All right. There we go. What is a dragon roll exactly? I really don't know what that even is. Also, how do y'all feel about opening the floodgates for a few minutes? I know There are some people who can't afford a subscription right now, and I don't want them to feel like completely left out. Yeah. I'm out delivering grocery orders to try and pay rent tomorrow. Your live is making time go faster. Well, I'm happy to help, K-Bass. Good luck with that. Are a lot of people ordering groceries? I know. Go for it. All right. We'll go for it. We'll do it for a few minutes. Now, before I turn it on, if you are hanging out in the chat, I'm looking for questions in particular. And not necessarily like, you can say anything you want as long as it's nice. But if you have a question, I love to answer questions. So that's probably the best way to get me to read your comment out loud is to ask nice questions. Oh, are people sending you hate messages, user52? Get a life. Get a life. Look at this, y'all. Actually, am I going to make my voice not so deep? Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. I like my voice. Do you celebrate Christmas? Not really. I'm as much as anyone does. All right, I'm going to do a ramen noodle pull here. Here. There we go. Look at that. I've been sober for a month, but I've relapsed multiple times. Hey, congrats. A month is not easy. Month is not easy at all. Ava says, if I saw you in a woman's bathroom, I honestly wouldn't care. You are just minding your own business. Thank you. That is true. That's all we're there to do is use the bathroom. Now, I was going to ask about Eric's little sister thing. That person, I think, has been a troll for a while, but I don't think it's a belief. I think it's just using the bathroom. I don't think there are really beliefs involved other than trans women are women. And even if you don't believe trans women are women, which they are, maybe you can at least believe that we're not there to cause trouble. Yeah, Alexis, so good. Gendra says, I worked a 50-hour week and don't want to do it tomorrow. May call out. Do it. I'm always in favor. So cold in Ohio. No, thank you. I had the packet kind. Oh, no, this is way better than that. Am I in debt? No, but that could be eventually. What do I want to achieve from my platform? I want for trans people to be more accepted in the world. That's the ultimate goal. Why am I waiting till next? Oh, good question from Half Pint. And thank you, mods, for pinning questions. I'm trying my best to read, but this is helpful. Why am I waiting till next year to have bottom surgery? Thought you were so excited to have it. Good question, Half Pint. So the way that bottom surgery works, the way that, oh, thank you, Brandy. Did you? Make sure, I have not gotten any Venmo. Oh, nope, never mind. I do see a Venmo from Brandy. I'll answer. Let's repin Half Pint in just a second. Brandy sent $5. Thank you. I didn't see it come through because I was so focused on my ramen. Thank you, Brandy. They sent $5. Thank you. And said, Silent Watcher, always enjoy your lives. Keep shining. With a pink heart emoji with sparkles around it. Thank you, Brandy. Shout out. If you are a Silent Watcher, shout out to you. Huge shout out to you. I know y'all are there. I know that a lot of you watch this stream and you never said a thing. Maybe you've been here since the beginning, since day 1 or day 2 or day 10 or whatever. And just know that I appreciate you. Hi, Liz. How's this going? Is there crab in the ramen? Not that I can tell. Thank you, Brandy. Okay. The question was, wait, what was the question again? Can we repin it? Do you still offer counseling services? I can. I don't really have it on my website anymore. To be honest, no one really took me up on it. Oh, thank you, Jerry Lynn. Hi, Danielle. Okay, here it was. Why are you waiting till next year to have bottom surgery? Thought you were excited about it. Let me eat this first. Oh, that's really good. That's so creamy. Salty, creamy, umami, a little spicy. So good. So bottom surgery, the way it works is basically what they do is they flip it inside. Well, if you can imagine, do I have anything? Oh, yeah. So imagine that this is a tube, okay? Like before they cut it, okay? There's the stuff on the outside, and then there's the stuff on the inside, right? The stuff on the outside is what will eventually become the lining of the, but there's hair growing on it, right? Because that's how that works. You can't, when you flip it inside out to be the lining, you don't want any hair there. No hair. So you have to go through what's called electrolysis, where they poke you with an electric poker in each and every follicle and zap it so it never grows back. It's a very long process. I thought I was very close to the end of that process this past April. Turns out I wasn't. And we realized that in time, but if we hadn't, and I got bottom surgery, there probably would have been complications. Luckily, we noticed, and that was it. So it's not like I want to wait. I would love to do it later this afternoon and start my recovery, but I can't. That's why. Will insurance pay for bottom surgery, or you pay out of pocket? Insurance pays for it. It is. I'm lucky to have an insurance company that is pretty good about that. But yeah. Moon Goddess has a question. Feel free. Did you happen to see Hassan's comment about me? I don't. I know that he saw the video. What did he say? Tragically hit. I'm very curious because I know he's like a pretty famous guy, and I know he streamed a video that I was briefly featured in. Said I'm annoying. Oh well. What are you gonna do? He said you're annoying. Got it. Well, the video was good. Wasn't it a good video? Do you still have all the recovery stuff? Yes, I do. It's all under my bed. Y'all were so nice. Y'all bought everything on my recovery list. I still have it. I will still use it all. But yeah. Why did Hassan say? I don't know. Because I was in this like mini documentary thing about Josh Sider, and I got interviewed for it. And apparently Hassan watched it and said that I was annoying. So what are you going to do? Thank you for being respectful of my question, as I've been wondering. Of course. Feel free, ask questions. Mackenzie, you can ask your question. Yeah, and I'm not a counselor, licensed counselor, but I'm like someone who has been transitioning for a decent amount of time, and I think I give good advice, so that's why. I mean, I have some people I've done like some sessions with, a couple people. I won't say who, but thank you, Adriana. My love language is physical touch and gift giving. Attachment style is probably what's it called? They're probably anxious avoidant, but I'm working on it. Thank you, Alyssa. He did not say that. Oh, what did he say then? Maybe parents would take you up on counseling if it was geared towards them. I'd be open to it. It's hard to like spend time doing that because I started offering that counseling just as like a random idea. I never pretended to be anything more than just like a person who you could talk to. And a couple of people took me up on it. So, I met some really nice people through that, actually. Happy birthday, Julie. You're not everyone's cup of tea, but that's okay, and we still love you. Yeah, I know. I appreciate that. Like, I don't need Hassan, whatever his name is, to like me. He's one of many people that doesn't like me. Moon Goddess, your question did not come through. Try to ask it in a different way. Yeah. Lipstick is actually, thank you for asking. It's the first time I've worn this. I'm trying out Maybelline brand lately. It's Superstay 24 hours, and I believe it's like some maroon shade. Did you see my question? I didn't see your question. Say it again. It would be called peer support, not counseling. Okay. I don't know if I called it counseling. I forget. It was like one-on-one sessions, maybe, is what I called it. It's not even like my website is just used for links at this point. So it's, yeah. Thank you, Tali. Yes, ask your questions. Ask your questions. If insurance is changed due to politics, what will happen? I'll figure it out. I don't know. Love the Superstay? Yeah. Thank you, Tali. Do you have to be 100? Oh, this is a good question. Thank you, whoever sent that crown. Thank you, Princess Beach. Do you have to be 100% sure before coming out? Were you 100% sure before you came out? I'll answer the second question first. I was 100% sure when I came out. No question in my mind by that point. I came out January 2022. January 2022. That was my... Okay, Mackenzie, I'll answer that next. Oh, thank you, whoever. I don't even know how to say that. It's just an emoji. Um, I was sure, but I mean, you don't have to be sure. I would recommend being sure before you come out to the world, just because it's inconvenient if you know. I wouldn't recommend, like, if one day you think you're trans, then the next day telling everyone I'm trans if you're not sure. That's not wise. It's not why. I'm gonna tell you a story. It's a very cringy story. In seventh grade, which for you non-American people is like roughly like 13 years old, something like that. There was a moment when I considered, am I gay? Because I felt queer somehow, but I didn't have the vocabulary to understand what it meant to be trans. So being gay was like the closest thing I had. That was the thing, the closest thing I understood to what I was feeling. But I was in seventh grade. I was young. So what I did, ill-advised, is out of nowhere, I decided to tell everyone I was gay. Everyone. Hello, Brittany. I told my teachers. I told all my friends. I told everyone. Over the course of just one day. I didn't tell anyone I was going to do it. I just did it. And then I remember I got in the car when my mom picked me up that day. And I said, hey, Mom, today I told everyone I was gay. And she, like, of course, I think, very supportive. And she was like, oh, well, are you gay? And I, like, looked at her and I thought for a second. I was like, not like that. And then I burst into tears because, hi, Ash, because I had, like, told everyone, but then it's like, well, am I? I didn't understand what I was feeling, right? So I'd recommend being 100% sure before you come out. That being said, like, you can do whatever you want. If you're, like, mostly sure and it's been a while and you want to tell people, or you want to try on new pronouns or whatever, like, you also don't have to tell everyone all at once. You can try on a new name or new pronouns with, or you know, different clothes around certain people, right? You can do it around certain groups of friends, or, you know, just around family if that's who you trust, you know? The first person I told was my friend Deborah, who I love dearly. Dear friend of mine. I don't talk to her much these days because she lives far away, but I remember I told her and she was so accepting. But, like, I didn't then go tell everyone else. I slowly came out to everyone in my life. I agree, Gina. I agree. Hello, Kata. We got another nice gift. Yeah, Delilah, what's your question? I have a girlfriend. I'm a girl, and my parents, I don't know how they react. Please help. You say you don't know, but it sounds like you do know, right? When I tell people I'm bi, they say, but you're married to a guy. Major eye roll. Someone sent me $5. Thank you. I don't know what your username is. They said, I got blocked by a mod. I was saying, I don't care about Hassan. LOL. Okay. I don't know if they were blocked or muted, but either way, thank you for the gift, and I'm sorry. I think my mods, you probably were saying that Hassan said something, but it sounded like you were saying it. I'm sorry. Thank you for the gift, though. Fit check. We'll do one once I'm done with this soup. Do I like Asian cuisine? Yes. Thank you, Kata. Yes, if you have questions, you don't need to ask. If you can ask, you can just ask a question. Do friends often drop you after coming out? Good question, Delilah. Hopefully not. In a perfect world, no. I was lucky that I didn't lose many friends. The only people I lost was my dad's extended family. And they are kind of terrible anyways. They are conservative Catholics. And because of their belief system, they truly believe that I am a spawn of Satan. Like, they believe that I am like an agent of the devil. Protein in your ramen? Yeah, eggs and pork belly. And probably the broth has a good amount of protein too. So I lost them. I won't talk to them anymore. But most of my friends were cool. Well, my closer friends were cool. Catalina, cool, hi. But I know for sure that a lot of people who are much less privileged and lucky than I have lost people when they came out. I'm scared to come out. People always judge. They do. But Those are not people you want in your life. What happens if I come out, but once I'm out, I start to feel the other gender I was before? Well, that's why you want to make sure you're sure, right? I realized I was trans in October of 2020. Okay. As soon as I started, as soon as I had that realization, it wasn't like I told everyone. I didn't tell my parents didn't learn until months later. The first thing I did was I went to this like gender program that was like a, like a community grassroots thing where you get a mentor. And my mentor really helped me figure myself out and answered a bunch of questions I had. And then I slowly started to come out to friends. So every step I took, it was like, if there was any doubt, I would felt it. It was over a year from when I realized I was trans to when I came out. It was like 14 months. So by the time it came out, I knew. And look, it's one thing if you think you're trans one day and then, or a couple days or a week or even a month, and then like at the end of the month, you're like, you know what, actually I'm not. Okay. But 14 months? No. But if you're not sure, can you identify as non-binary? Well, look, you can do whatever you want, but non-binary is its own thing, right? So if I was not sure, like, right, if I, thought I was, am I a trans woman? I'm not sure. I wouldn't come out as non-binary because, unless I thought I was non-binary, right? It's like, you know what I mean? It's not, I think there's a common misconception that non-binary is just kind of like a middle area or like a transition space or, a thing that's like you're going through, you're just passing through being non-binary. But really, like, non-binary people are non-binary. It's not like you start as one and like change into another, right? I would just wait until you know exactly who you are or how you identify before you truly come out. I mean, you can, like, there are a lot of people who start by thinking, am I non-binary? And they might even come out as non-binary and believe that they are, but then over time, learn more about themselves and say, you know what, actually I am a binary trans person, right? Some people do that, which is totally valid. But if you don't think you're non-binary, there's no reason to come out as non-binary. Do I plan on getting married? Maybe. I'm not saying no to it at all. In fact, the person I'm dating right now is great. And, maybe. Do I date men and women? I date women. What iPhone do I have? 15 Pro Max. Thank you, Xmas Foreign. How do you come out? I need more details. You just come out. You say, hey, I'm gay, or I'm trans. My name is Lily. I use she, her pronouns. There can be situational things to it, but ultimately you just say it. That's kind of it. Is my partner a lesbian? No, she doesn't identify as a lesbian. She would probably say bi or pan, because she was married to a man for a decade. She never dated a woman before, but here we are. Have I said the L word yet? No, not yet. Love language, gifts, and physical touch, and anxious avoidant. Can I get a go Lions? Sure, go Lions. I don't have any football allegiances, but go Lions. Definition of a woman. Sure. Women are people who identify as women. And I don't mean as a joke where people are like, oh, I'm an attack helicopter. Like, I identify as a 93 Ford Accord or whatever. That's a joke, right? People who, in their soul, feel female, those are women. Period. You don't need ovaries to be a woman. You don't need a uterus to be a woman. There are plenty of cis women who don't have either of those. There are plenty of cis women who are can't give birth, right? The definition of being a woman is people who feel like women, right? There's a broad spectrum of ways to be a woman. You can be a masculine woman. You can be a feminine woman. You can be somewhere in the middle. You can be a chapstick lesbian. You can be, there's so many different variants that it's impossible to say this is what it means to be a woman. And in fact, if you say this is what you need to be a woman, you're excluding someone. Which is why it's got to be such a vague definition. Now, if you're someone who's like, well, it's a circular definition, like you need to define it, I ask you, why? Why? Why do you need to define it? Because it's not hurting anyone, right? It doesn't make cis women any less of cis women, because I'm a woman, doesn't make the Elliot Page being a man doesn't make Leonardo DiCaprio any less of a man. They're both men. And keeping the definition broad and even vague is good, because it allows for the most people to be included as possible. And then when you zoom in, you can see a more wonderful diversity among the people in the group, right? Womanhood, manhood, personhood is infinitely diverse. And there's no reason to exclude someone from a label just because you feel some sort of like weird attachment to it, like if it's being taken away from you. It's not. It's not. A chapstick lesbian? Yeah, I can tell you what a chapstick lesbian is. I kind of threw that term out. Maybe it's not like as appropriate for that particular example, but so there's high femme, right, which is someone who's like high heels, dresses, red lipstick, hair on point, makeup, all this stuff, right? High lesbian, or not high lesbian, high femme. And then there's low femme, which might be like flannels, right? Maybe like, like jeans, maybe a little bit of makeup, right? And this is like broad strokes. And then there's like more masculine women who might not wear makeup at all, might wear more like androgynous or even men's clothes. It's a big spectrum. Chapstick lesbians are just kind of like a type of lesbian that often are like somewhere in like mid to low femme area of appearance and dress. The word chapstick is used because they're not wearing lipstick necessarily, but they are putting something fruity on their lips, if that makes sense. Where it's not like so bold and so femme, but it's still like, does that make sense? Does that make sense? It's not in the Google it. Google chapstick lesbian. There's plenty of things that are not in the dictionary that are very real. What type of lesbian are you? I would say I'm not like the highest of femme, but I would say I think also the word lipstick lesbian is pretty outdated at this point. But I would say I don't know if I have like a stereotype. You tell me. I don't know. And what about in my opinion? Michaelito? Hello, Martina. Yeah, it is a funny term. I like it because it's funny. It's like chapstick lesbian. I'm a doctor. I love everyone, and I want what they believe and strive for. Okay, first off, I'm not sure I believe you're a doctor, because unless you are a doctor who is way behind on the times and doesn't read up on current medical journals, the way that gender is being talked about in DSM-5, if that's the case, then you're behind the times. And yeah, I'm a doctor. It must be true. Exactly. Seriously, look at DSM-5. DSM-5 is like the current standard for the way that medicine operates, right? And I think there's like they put out a more recent edition in the past couple of years. It's very accepting of trans people, and it does not talk about it. It's not like, oh, trans people bad. That makes sense. So either you are behind the times, or you're not really a doctor. Is that an egg? Yes. Here we go. It's a hard-boiled egg. Harris, that's pretty funny. Am I single now? No, I have a girlfriend. Did you know? Oh, I don't care. Did I meet my girlfriend in the bathroom? Gosh, I can't tell. I mean, obviously that's meant to be rude, but it made me laugh. It speaks to something like, can I ask what you mean by that? Like, do you think that that's where I'm like operating romantically? Are you just joking? I really can't tell, Karis, because it sounds like we both find this funny, but maybe for different reasons. Gray says, do you believe Therians are a part of the queer community? No. Not at all. And it's offensive that people even are suggesting they are. I am a lesbian, Martina. What bathroom do I use? The women's bathroom. Women's bathroom. And no, I'm not with Emily anymore. We broke up over the summer. Me and my girlfriend had any disagreements? A couple minor ones. We haven't had like a big fight yet, though. You said a party girls stay in the bathroom? Party girls? 100% of parties. Oh, you said I met my girlfriend at a party. Period. Girls stay in the bathroom 100% of parties. Do they? I know you didn't actually mean I met her in the bathroom. I met her at the party. Yeah, no, Therians. That's not a. People really think you just stay in the bathroom waiting to hang out with people. I mean, look, the women's bathroom, way more than the men's bathroom, is a social place, especially at parties. But and I remember one of the first times I went to a convention. It was Gamescom in August 2022 in Germany. I made it there. I remember the first time there was like women. I saw women talking in the bathroom and like, you know, pumping each other up, being like, "Oh, you look cute." And it was like, oh, wow, this happens. Because in the men's bathroom, you just keep your head down, you observe the etiquette, you like nod if you have to at someone. You have to space out the urinals and stuff. It's a whole thing. So, anyways, no, I met girls in the parties. Girls at parties end up in gossip sessions in the bathroom. Absolutely, it's true. But like, I did not meet my girlfriend in the bathroom. I met her at the outside of the bathroom, the party. Has anyone been rude to me while I've tried to use a women's bathroom? No. That might be because I'd like to think it's not just because I'm in San Francisco. And no one's ever said a word to me. And I use the women's bathroom all the time. You know, y'all know I'm out and about in restaurants a lot. I use the women's bathroom exclusively. Anywhere I go, I will use the women's bathroom, no matter what. When will you be able to try African food? I hope soon. I looked up yesterday the African place because I was thinking of maybe being around that area, but I wasn't. Would you leave the bathroom if a woman was uncomfortable? Can I answer your question with another question, Nash Eves? Would you be uncomfortable if you saw me in the bathroom? This is my main, yes. Would you be uncomfortable? And you can be honest. Like, you can be honest. I'm totally down to have this conversation. I think it's important. I know y'all say yes, but I'm talking to Nash Eves. Waiting for Nash Eves. TBH, if I had my young child, probably yes. Okay. So can I ask, so let's say that you are in the bathroom with your kid and I walk in. So in your mind, I can tell you why I'm there, right? I can tell you that I'm just there to pee. But in your mind, what am I there to do? Like, what is my purpose in entering a woman's bathroom in your mind? And again, please be honest. No judgment. Like, in walks Lily Tino into the bathroom. You have your child with you. What is is running through your head that you think I'm going to do? Hello, Carly. How do I cope with the hate? A lot of good friends and talking about it. Yeah, of course, Lily May. Of course. Because I think, I'll wait for what's their name to say something, but I think that without really thinking about it, the assumption is like, oh yeah, if I saw a trans woman in the bathroom, she's clearly there to cause trouble. I would go like, ah, and kick them out of the bathroom or scurry away with my child, right? But when you really sit down and like take a breath and like look at me or any other trans person and like truly think about it, do you actually really think we're there to cause trouble? Like truly. Because I think if anyone sits down, and again, Nash Eve, you might be getting filtered, I don't know. Like if you really, I think that people, if they hold that opinion, chances are they just don't really know any trans people, because we're really just there to pee. I can tell you that. I can speak on behalf of my sisters and tell you that. But at the end of the day, you have the right to believe it or not believe it. So without just like saying, hey, I'm there to pee, my question to you is, what do you think we're there to do, right? What do you think about gender neutral bathrooms? Sure. But gender neutral bathrooms are frequently not available, right? So, I think that that's a way that a lot of people like to circumvent the discussion, because at the end of the day, bathrooms are just one part of a bigger conversation, right? Bathrooms are a place where everyone is vulnerable, right? It's a place where we are there to do something that is inherently vulnerable. All animals are vulnerable when they use the bathroom. So when you talk, so the bathroom being a vulnerable place, the conversation about a predator is amplified when you talk about the bathroom. So I guess once again, Nash Eves, if you saw, like, and not any other trans person, but me, do you think that I would be a threat to you or your kid, right? Like in a women's bathroom, not a gender neutral bathroom, because there's never going to be a world in which every bathroom is gender neutral. So, like, do you really, like, if you do think that, I want to talk about it. But if you really, like, I need to ask first and make sure we're on the same page. Because once again, I can tell you I'm not there to cause trouble. I know I'm just there to pee. But that doesn't matter, because your emotional truth is clearly different than that, right? So let's talk about the emotional truth. Who was it here the other day? Danny had a similar feeling, right? Because they've been told that trans women are in the bathroom to prey on people. But I had a serious incident happen before with a trans person. Or like a trans person in a bathroom, or just like a person, like a cis person. How do you feel about bathroom policy in the White House? I don't know what that is. I know there was one in Congress that got shot down the other day. My school put in 3 gender neutral bathrooms. Good. I mean, I'm all for it, but the fact of the matter is that, like, we can't just say, oh, gender neutral bathrooms, and ignore the conversation about gendered bathrooms. It was with a trans person. Can you tell me more? There's also these conversations that go around about, like, cis men who dress up as women or pretend to be women in order to have some sort of advantage in this case. And that gets muddled when you're talking about trans women, right? Because trans women and cis men, very different. The one in Congress, oh, okay, well, that got shot down. It doesn't exist. It's gone. They had left the door open purposely to expose themselves. So it was a trans woman? Or was it a cis man? Either way, it was a mentally unstable person, right? We can agree about that. If someone exposed themselves in a bathroom to you, straight to jail. No question, right? We're on the same page. No? Disgusting. Get out of here. No place for you. Goodbye. I don't care if you're a trans woman. I don't care if you're a cis man. I don't care who you are. If you're pulling that kind of crap in a bathroom, goodbye. I think we can agree about that, right? Now, my question to you is, do you think that person stands, regardless of whether they were trans or not, do you think that that person represents all trans people? Like, when you see one person do something, does that mean that the entire group they represent does that? If one trans woman shoplifts, does that mean all trans women shoplift? Or is that one person who did something? And it's not a great example, because shoplifting is so much less harmful, right? If one person does something, then it's irresponsible, I think, for you to say, oh, okay, that means all trans women must be like that, or all. I still haven't seen the answer if that was really actually a trans woman, or maybe just like a dude, like a cis guy. But no, but we won't know the difference. That's the issue. What do you mean, Brie? What do you mean? Because I guess what I'm getting at is, if you see one, I want to try to broaden this example a little bit. I'm going to use a group that I'm a part of. Okay, a white person. I am white. I know this. You see a white person expose themselves in the bathroom, okay? Let's say you don't know any other white people too, all right? You see a white person expose themselves in the bathroom. That's the only white person you've ever seen in your entire life, and that's what they were doing, okay? Ew, gross, disgusting, goodbye. You've never met any other white people, so how would you know that's not a thing that all other white people do? We know in this conversation it's not. There are plenty of very mentally stable and very mentally unstable white people. It's a broad, diverse spectrum. Probably the majority of people in any group are mentally stable and not going to do stuff like that. Just because you saw one person that I'm still not sure was trans, you haven't confirmed, do something inappropriate doesn't mean that that's the entire group, right? And I would encourage you to look into it, right? Like, hey, do you think that's something I would do? Do you think that's something that, the person who was just elected into Congress, the trans Congress person, would do? Do you think that's something Elliot Page would do? Do you think that's something Laverne Cox would do? The answer is no, because they are all rational. Even if you don't agree with various things about them, you can't disagree that Elliot Page has better things to do than to go flash people in bathrooms, right? Jody is spamming, but I'm happy to answer. You never actually answered the question. Would you leave if someone was uncomfortable? This is what I would do. If someone came up to me and said, "Hi, I see you are a trans woman. I am uncomfortable with your presence here. Would you mind leaving?" I would not leave. This is what I would say. Hi, I'm just here to pee. I'm a woman, and you asking me to leave is pretty insulting. It suggests that I'm here to do something inappropriate, and I'm just here to pee, like you. And then I would walk past them, pee, wash my hands, and I would probably take my time just to make point. But yeah. I do not know what that is, Faye. I've never heard of. I do not know what that means. Yeah, it's a good example. X Mistborn. Just because one person does it, doesn't mean it does. And I think the real problem is that people, and I don't know if Nash Eves, are you still here? My guess is that Nash Eves doesn't know any other trans people. When Danny was here, the kind of the way we teased it out was like, what if you never met a trans person or like really known a trans person? Let's say that someone who you've known for your entire life, like a cousin. Bye, Brittany. Thanks again. Someone like a cousin that you've known since birth calls you up one day. Maybe you talk once a week. Maybe you love them. You've seen them over the years. You grew up with them. You trust them. They call you up and they say, "Hey, big news. I'm trans and wanted to tell you first because I love you and yeah, I'm trans," right? Would your perception of that cousin change in an instant? Someone who you grew up next to, who you know and trust as a person, who you know would never do anything inappropriate, like flash themselves in a bathroom, right? But they're trans. So there's something not connecting here, right? Does it mean they've changed? No. They're the same person. They're just learning something new about them. But that doesn't happen as much as it should because a lot of times people are scared to come out. They're afraid at being judged or discriminated against. The fact of the matter is, we all know, even if you think you don't know trans people or there's no one you know that's trans, the odds are against you. It's roughly 1 in 10 people, maybe a little bit less, 1 in 15 people are trans, something like that. I don't know. It's not too different from that. If you know more than 15 to 20 people, you know trans people. You do. They're just not ready to come out yet because they don't feel safe. In a world where it was more safe, people in your life would be coming out to you pretty quickly. I can promise you that. I can't tell you how many trans people I know and have spoken to who, they're here in this chat, that I'm trans, but I don't know how to come out. For all the voicemails that I have, you can leave me a voicemail. There's a link in my bio. I've answered one or two of them from kids basically that are like, hey, I'm, kid, I'm trans, and I don't know how my parents are going to react. Every time I made a video like that, another 10 of 15 of those come through. Hi, I'm Charlie. My pronouns are they, them. I'm scared of my parents to come out. Hi, I'm so-and-so, and I want to be I want to change my name. I don't know how because I'm scared. I don't know anyone that, like, it's so many people, kids and adults. I promise there are people in your life that are trans who are scared because of the preconceived notions that you might be holding on to. So it's really up to you to let go of those untruths, the things that don't exist that you hear about trans people doing nasty stuff in the bathroom. Yeah. The most important part. Oh, yeah. This is. I'm going to tell Liz a story. I'm sure she's okay with me telling it because she's talking about it. Liz is someone who's been in the stream for about a year and a half, over a year, right? We met the first stream that she was here. She told me about her friend who is a trans man, correct? Who enjoyed this stream, enjoyed this stream, watched it a lot, was early on in his transition, and his parents did not accept him. His parents knew, I think, but refused to accept it. And about a week later, after that stream, I gave some advice, but a week later, Liz came back, said her friend had unalived because of lack of support in their life. Liz was their only friend. Even their parents refused to accept them. It is a parent's worst nightmare for a child to do that to themselves, as many parents know. And even to this day, as far as I know, Liz, feel free to correct me here. That's incorrect, Josie. Even to this day, the parents refuse to gender their son correctly, refuse to admit that their son was trans and that truly the blood is on their hands. So just know those are the stakes when we're talking about accepting people for who they are. And I hope that you can maybe eventually come to that conclusion too. Anyways, sad subject. Let me finish this bowl of ramen. I know, Ginger. I know. What does they, them mean? Good question, Half Pint. Okay, well, ChatGPT is not going to be the end-all, be-all. Think about it like the left-handed graph, right? In the 50s, people would literally assume that you were demonic if you were left-handed, if you tried to use your left hand. Teachers were told to scold children who use their left hand and force them to use their right hand. This was across the board. A very weird thing that people tend to forget about. We weren't allowed to be a lefty. Then one day, everyone woke up and realized, oh yeah, you can be left-handed. It's just like 1 in 10 people are left-handed. It's no big deal. And that ended. But you know what the statistics said the percentage of the world left-handed in the world was in 1950? 1%. You know what the percentage is today? 10%. The number of trans people number of trans people isn't increasing, but the number of trans people coming out and making themselves known exponentially increasing. Same thing. Okay, what does they, them mean? Asks. What was their name again? Can we repin that? There we go, from Half Pint. What does they, them mean? Okay, Half Pint. So, good question. When you're talking about someone, you use these things called pronouns, right? So instead of saying Lily went to the store, which you can say, you can also say she went to the store, right? The reason we have pronouns is so that you don't have to say, yeah, Lily went to the store, and then Lily came back home, and then Lily went to a restaurant, and Lily worked out, and Lily plays sports, and Lily does this. You can say like, yeah, and she went to the store. Yeah, and then, she did this, and she did that. It's like a way to condense your speech and also keep it varied so you don't have to say the same name over and over again. That's what pronouns do. We all have pronouns. I'm assuming by your picture, Half Pint, and you can tell me if I'm incorrect, but I'm assuming you use she, her pronouns. So when they talk about you, they say, I don't know what your name is. I'll assume Lisa for sake of argument. Yeah, Lisa went to the store and she's coming back home soon. Yeah, she's a teacher. We love Lisa, right? They could also say, or let's say that I'm talking about, let's say that you're at the grocery store, Lisa, or whatever your name is. Hi, Samantha. And I want to know when you're getting back, right? So I might ask your friend, hey, do you know when Lisa's getting back from the store? And the friend replies like, oh, yeah, they're getting back in like 10 minutes, right? When will they be back? Like 10 minutes. Okay, could you ask them to grab me a pint of milk? Does that conversation totally reasonable, right? Hi. I'm assuming that the kitchen is closed.
No, just about.
Okay. What are the desserts today?
So we have an Antigua mousse. That's a roasted green tea cake, strawberry mousse, candy pistachios, strawberry tomatoes, like strawberry shaved ice, yuzu meringue. It's unique. There's also the choco chap, all-time favorite, lava cake, chocolate with matcha green tea filling, whiskey banana ice cream on the side. Mochi, there's mango, ube, black sesame.
Let's do the mochi because I cannot have matcha.
Okay.
Coconut and mango, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm not sure, Lil Mama. I'd have to ask Liz for that. But anyway, so we're talking about Lisa. Like, when's Lisa going to be back from the store? Oh, they'll be back in like 10 minutes. Okay, cool. Can you ask them to grab me a pint of milk? Or can you ask them to grab me some sugar? They referred to you in that sentence as they, right? Like, can you ask them to grab me some sugar? Can you ask them to get me this? Like, sometimes someone might drop their keys, right? Let's say you find a pair of keys on the ground in a crowded area. You might say like, oh, someone dropped their keys. Who dropped their keys? Who dropped their keys, right? Their keys, your keys, right? It's just a way of referring to someone without attaching a gender to it. When you're playing the game Guess Who, the classic game Guess Who, where you're like flipping down the faces and you ask questions like, do they have red hair? Do they have a big nose? Are they a man? Are they a woman? You don't know the gender of someone necessarily, so you just say they until you know. Or even if you know the gender, you can still say they. That's what they, them pronouns are. Now, some people, specifically and most commonly non-binary people, who don't identify as a man and also don't identify as a woman, that's what non-binary means, somewhere in the middle maybe, they might not want to be called he or she. In that case, oftentimes they will elect to be called neither and just be called they. So in the way that Lisa might be able to be called Lisa, she, or they, or Lily, she, or they, right? Lily's at the store, she's coming back soon, ask them to bring me some milk back. Maybe they don't want the gendered pronoun. So maybe, can you ask, like, let's call them River, like, River's at the store, can they bring me some milk back? You just omit she and he. Does that make sense? That's what it means to have they, them pronouns. It means you just don't call them she and you don't call them he. That makes sense? Also, if you missed it, we ordered, did Nash Eves respond? But if I don't, okay, here we go. Nash Eves, once again, but if I didn't use your pronouns, it's just as disrespectful like you ignoring my discomfort. Well, once again, Nash Eves, your discomfort is coming from something that doesn't exist, right? I mean, were you here when I was talking about it? I kind of went on a whole soapbox. I'm not sure if you heard it, but trans people are not in bathrooms to do anything that would make you uncomfortable. You're just as likely to have a cis man kick down the door, probably much more likely, and do something terrible than a trans woman, right? So your discomfort at the end of the day is coming from not reality, right? It's ultimately up to you to reckon with that, right? Because I can sit here and tell you as much as I want that I'm just there to pee. You have to believe me eventually, right? It's up to you. In the meantime, if you feel uncomfortable, we can talk about it, but it's not going to change me using the bathroom. Because, I need to pee, I'm going to use the bathroom. Now, when it comes to pronouns are something that is a way to affirm someone in their identity, right? Or just to refer to them in the most basic way. I wouldn't call my mom he because that's disrespectful. In the same way you wouldn't call me he because that's disrespectful. The difference between this comparison that you're drawing of like, oh, me going to the women's bathroom is making Nash Eves uncomfortable. Well, why, if you were asking to be these pronouns, why should she do that to make you comfortable if you're doing something to make her uncomfortable? Why? Because the reason she's uncomfortable comes from nothing. There is no basis in reality for that discomfort. None. Like none. Right? None. Whereas there's very much a basis in reality when I tell you that if you call me he, my feelings will be hurt, right? So it's something that is completely based in a lie or something that is just a way to be nice to someone. So it's not really a comparison you can make. Nasheev saw someone expose themselves in a bathroom. They still have not confirmed if it was a trans person or not. Either way, it was a mentally unstable person. Nasheevs, at the end of the day, it is up to you. If you saw someone do something awful, it's up to you to do the work in your own head that, oh, I saw one person do something, now I'm scared of trans people, right? Like, you're drawing that you as an adult can do the work to be like, you know what, if I saw one person do a gross thing in the bathroom, that doesn't mean I should hold this against an entire group of people, right? And once again, were they trans? I don't know. You still have yet to confirm that, and I've asked it like 7 times. So you deem it responsible to respond to mostly children's voicemails. I would say of the voicemails I've answered, maybe 20% of them have been from younger people. And trans youths are in danger. They're at risk. It's an important voice to be heard. So yeah, absolutely. Not mostly, but some, sure. Anyways, with a name like Donkey Blank, it's really hard to take you seriously. Hello, my name is Donkey Blank, and I need you to take me seriously. My religious beliefs, it's like, okay. Thank you, Tree Lover. Lily, how do you remain calm with this behavior? Because no one takes you seriously if you don't remain calm. I've seen cis women do horrendous things in a bathroom. Yeah, you mute spammers too, heck yeah. I'm on your side being a doctor. You are valid, but, okay, once again, Haley G, I don't believe you're a doctor. I'm sorry. Once again, if you were really a doctor, either you are severely, severely behind on your DSM-5 reading, or you're just not a doctor. All right. I say we go... Thank you, Lauren D. What if they say they didn't believe you? Once again, that's a you problem, not a me problem. All right. We're going back to sub only. We've devolved mostly into name... No, I don't think anyone who's here is here to learn so much. As much as I would love to help Nash Eves combat her internal or their internal prejudice, I don't think that's what they're here for. They weren't responding to most of my comments, which is sad. You want to have productive conversations, but it just doesn't always happen. Hi, Vamp Love, all good. Look, we gotta put ourselves out there and be willing to have the conversation. Sometimes people are willing, and sometimes, like Nash Eves, are not willing. And you gotta take, the Danny from Tuesday, that was a win. Nash Eves from Thursday, today, not a win. It's okay. Hopefully one day she's able, or they're able to separate. I saw one person do a bad thing once from I distrust trans people. That's a really, that seems to be pretty linked in their minds. I think one day maybe they'll be able to separate them. Just not today. What are you gonna do? Hello, Snoopy. How you doing? Oh, thank you, Paige. Thank you. I'm glad to still be here. It's been a great stream so far. It's been a great stream. Some people only want to be heard and aren't willing to listen. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. And it would be nice if we could figure that out sooner rather than later when we're talking to someone. Thank you very much. So much. Hello, Snoopy. How's your day going? How's it going? People like that make up a narrative. They do. They do. How's it only 2:30? It feels like it's 4 or 5 p.m. right now. It's just me. Am I posting streams again on YouTube Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays? I am, Twisty the Clown. I am. If you want to watch streams after they've happened, I am doing that now. So, yeah, you should be like, I posted one Monday, Tuesday. They're scheduled through most of December. So at some point in December, I'll need to hop back on and download all the more recent streams and post them. But yeah, should be there. Should be happening. It's been chill. Shop for Xmas. Nice. I think I am mostly done with my Christmas shopping. Mostly. I think I bought April, my girlfriend, a gift. It was a very nice gift. I'm excited to give it to her. I bought most of my friends that I want a gift to have been taken care of. I guess I just need to do my parents and brother at this point. We tend to just give each other, well, my brother and I will do something for my mom and dad. So I just need to get something for my brother. My brother's birthday is very soon, and I usually just send him money. Watching your lives helped my husband open his eyes, so it does work. Oh, glad to hear that, Sarah. Is your husband watching right now? I'm not even close to being done. Oh, well. I guess you might have do you have a lot of people? I need to start Christmas shopping, haven't started. I took advantage of some Black Friday sales. Listening in the car, great. Well, hello to Sarah's husband. Thank you for listening, my friend. Cheers. Halfway done? Yeah. Caitlin's not done either. I think I only have my friend to do. Oh, nice. Okay, it's pretty close. Yeah. Now, all the hard Christmas shopping for me is done. Yeah. Thank you, Sabrina. Yeah, I'm down. I like this jacket a lot too. Oh, should we do a fit check? I can't afford giving gifts this year, so I'll just be making people cookies. Fair enough. There's a cookie swap I might go to on Friday. I have to make cookies, though, to get there. Homemade. I think I want to go. Haven't really started, I feel that. 30 gifts? Wow. That's a lot of gifts, Brisa. Big family, dang. Oh, cool, Bailey. What are you coloring? Not that many people. Just partner left for a gift and kid and friends, but I don't think I have enough. I mean, I think you can get away with the exception of kids, which I guess expect more than one gift per adult. It's fine. Do I send presents back home? Usually my brother and I will do something for my parents. We'll usually team up. But I have no idea what to get my brother. I usually just send him money. Honestly, that's kind of like, we in my family, we struggle to get each other gifts, so we usually just send each other money, and we're all pretty happy about it. I'm slacking. I haven't started Christmas shopping yet. I have 2 kids. Oh, well, you got to get on it, Paige. Different versions of hot chocolate mixers. Oh, so good. I love hot chocolate. I had hot chocolate last night at a like gourmet chocolate shop in San Francisco. It was like homemade chocolate that it was very small, but it was very good. Little corner coloring book by Coco Wio. I think that's how you probably say it. Cool. We got a gift that came through, y'all. Speaking of, this is a gift from, let me make sure I didn't miss anyone. This is an anonymous gift. This is a gift specifically for my dog Nugget. A $5 gift. And yeah, thank you, anonymous person. I will make sure Nugget gets this for sure. I will let him know that I'm not sure. Do you all know what the dollar to treat conversion is these days? Inflation has completely messed it up, but I will give him the commensurate amount in treats. I promise. Thank you, anonymous. Mwah. Thank you. Hello, Kristen. How's it going? Thank you for streaming today. Hope you have a relaxing rest of your day. You too, baby. Yeah, I'm actually pretty chill the rest of the day. I don't think I have. Let me triple check my calendar, but probably what I will do, even though it's only 2:30. Yeah, I don't have anything else on my calendar today, which is great. I got about halfway through editing a new video today. I filmed one yesterday, and I'm getting there. About halfway through. I have like the rough cut together, and I have to there's a lot of special effects for this one, so I will probably do an hour or two more of that, probably. Maybe watch a horror movie. Maybe I'll hang out with some friends and watch a horror movie or something like that. $5 would be 7 treats. Okay, all right. Speaking of, another gift came through, this time from, I will, unless this person wants their name to be said, this is someone whose first initial starts with an A. Hello, A. They also sent $5, which according to Liz is 7 treats, so good to know. And they said, always here with 3 heart emojis. Thank you, A. I know you're always there, and I appreciate you, and I love you, and I'm glad you're here. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for putting, see, I get syllables messed up, gas in the tank. Thank you for putting gas in the tank. I couldn't do this without you. Thank you, A. Thank you, Anonymous, as well. Oh, Adriana. It was Adriana. They said they're okay with it. Thank you. Thank you, Adriana. Everyone say thank you to Adriana. Samantha says, I was feeling very anxious this evening, so I'm glad I came on today. I'm glad you did too, Samantha. I'm glad. Yeah, treat inflation, totally. Nope, you did not miss the mochi. It should be coming out pretty soon, though. Probably in the next few minutes. It's got just 2 little bites, so blink and you might miss it. But sadly, with Japanese desserts, it's so often matcha-based. And A, I don't really like matcha that much, but even if I did, it's got caffeine in it. And Japanese desserts love to make like everything matcha flavored. They have a lava cake with matcha flavoring inside. They have a, I personally think matcha kind of tastes like dirt. It's not like I hate it, but I've never really enjoyed it. Liz says, I had a therapy session today. Nice, I'm doing pretty good in therapy. Good for you. Was it in person or virtual? Both are good. I started, so I've had the same therapist for a decade, exactly 10 years almost. And I started seeing him in person in 2014. And then I left that city, and for the following 9 years up till today, have been virtual with him. And that's been totally fine. I think it was important that we had that first year together, but at the end of the day, like, if it's virtual and it works for you, great. It was virtual, cool. Hard to do in person with the girls, but we go back and forth. Hey, that's great. I'm glad. How long have you been doing it for? Also, Opa Bree, thank you for subscribing. Cheers, 358, love it. Thank you. We are now, 42 away from Applebee's. Looks like we probably won't make it today, which, hey, look, prove me wrong. But if we make it tomorrow, then maybe Monday can be an Applebee's stream. Exciting. Since a month after Aaron's passing, so a year. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm glad you're doing that. I didn't lose a friend like that, and I still need therapy, so I can only imagine. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing that. I'm glad you're doing that. Yeah. Bree says, I was wondering if you were going to start good morning or good night routine or day in the life. Do you mean stream-wise? Like a get ready with me stream? Is that what you mean? I did it yesterday, right? I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. I'm considering it. I mean, I don't want to commit to that before I know it would fit in. But if y'all would enjoy it, I'm open to it. It would probably be like, or just post a TikTok video. Okay, which would you prefer? A stream where I get ready, or a TikTok video that's like edited down to a minute or 2 where I get ready? I'm assuming the stream, right? Will I give April the gifts before or after vacation? Thank you. During vacation, because we are going on vacation together. Although she is today, she just landed in her location. Yeah, stream. Okay, yeah. I'll try to do one tomorrow. How about that? By the way, these are the mochi. It's like rice, like gummy rice stuff with ice cream inside. That's mango and this is coconut. I'll try and do it tomorrow. Yeah, miss the morning streams. Okay, yeah. You liked it yesterday. I'm down. It was a little funky today because I woke up at 4, and I guess in general I could just do it, and if you miss it, you miss it. But in general, just so you know, yesterday was nice. Okay, I wake up at 6:30. So, on average, my alarm goes off at 6:30. I tend to be done with my workout by 9, and then like 9:30, 10 is roughly when a get ready with me would happen, unless it's a day like today where my body woke me up at 4, and at like 7:30 I was done exercising, so the get ready with me would have been then. On days like that, would you like me to still do it even though it's at 7:30 a.m., or are y'all like into the 9:30, 10 a.m. Pacific? Doesn't matter, I guess. I mean, am I still wearing the Maybelline, or did you go back to the old reliable Sephora? Good question, Em. This is actually a Maybelline. This is Maybelline. I've kind of bought a whole bunch of them on Black Friday because they were super cheap. Thank you, Chris.
Well.
Thank you, as always, for having us.
Pleasure.
There you go.
Thank you for gracing me with your presence.
Huh?
Thank you for gracing me with your presence.
Thank you for having me and taking extra special care, because I know.
Forget that what you did for me.
Hey, we always got you. You know
the
that.
Community, everybody. One love.
One love. Thank you. Either one. Okay. All right. So in that, yeah. So this is Maybelline, and it's doing pretty well. I don't know. For having eaten ramen, it's 20. It's supposedly even more like stay. The stay is even better. It's 24-hour super stay, and I would argue it has super stayed. The one that I did the other day was super stay, but not 24-hour super stay. The weird thing about this is that it comes with like a moisturizer that goes on top. I don't know if that helps with the super stay. Maybe it locks it in. But yeah. Is there a way for you to do a stream and then post it sub only? Yes, but there's not an easy way. I've been thinking like, here's a question for you, Liz. Do you watch my stream like full screen all the time, or do you like have me in the corner of your phone while you're like doing other things? Because, hi, Hith. The problem is that I can upload it just for subs, I think, but it takes a while, and you can only watch it in TikTok, and it's like a 30-minute video, right? You do both. I'll look into that. Hi, Kaylee. I'll look into that. What might be easier is if I posted it after the fact on YouTube for everyone, including you, but not sub only, just because, yeah, mostly full screen. Okay. Yeah, I'll do my best. And in terms of later streams, no, you're not muted. Sorry, Jillian, I saw your question. Can I stream later in the day in general? There is a problem with this, and that is that restaurants in San Francisco do not like to be open past 2 p.m. or so. There are some restaurants that are open between lunch and dinner from like, say noon to 8 or 9 p.m. But the majority, including this restaurant, whose kitchen is now closed, we paid our bill and everything, so it's all good. But if I were to stream later, say start at 2 p.m., which I have no problem with, but if I were to do that, our restaurant options are severely limited. The other thing, especially in this time of the year, the sun is down and it is dark by 5. And I am someone who, I find that sunlight to be very important for a stream. I think streams just look better in the daytime. And when it gets to nighttime, it's just not as good. That being said, like, I'm open to it. I think just the ideal time is to do it during lunch. It means that the UK people are in bed, but not asleep. It means that the East Coast people are winding their day down. And if I were to start to stream, I also want to try to stream about the same time every day or every stream, just so that people can expect it. The downside of that is that people who would prefer it a different time can never watch. So it's kind of like, what are you going to do? Yeah, I feel that, Jillian. I will say this. I really want to go to Epic Steak soon. Thank you again, Chris. You're the best. I'll be back soon.
Sounds good.
Thank you. I would like to go to Epic Steak soon. And the problem with Epic Steak is, or that's not a problem, is they open at 4, which is, an hour and 10 minutes from now. So when we get there, we get like an hour or so of sunlight, depending on the time of day, and then it gets dark. But the food is so good, and it's relatively well lit. So we'll do that sometime. I think we'll do that for our 500 stream goal. But yeah, I'm sorry. I wish I could do better for you, Jillian. I'm sorry. I wish there was a way, but I want the options of all the restaurants open at lunch, and yeah. So we're at a sushi restaurant, Bree. Speaking of which, or speaking of the bill, we got a gift from someone who very kindly has contributed towards the bill. This is an anonymous person who said, "We love Chris," with one of these smiley waving faces. Thank you, anonymous. $25. That's a lot of money. That really, y'all, I know I've said it a million times today. I'm going to say it again. I'm an engine that will never stop running, for better or for worse. I will run until I cannot run anymore. I will push, stream. I'll be here at 80 years old if y'all allow me to be. The only thing I need is gas, fuel to keep it going. And it's the only thing I can't generate by myself. I have all the energy, I just don't have the gas to keep the lights on. And y'all contributing literally keeps the streams going. It's a very simple way to view it. But those little things outside of convenience stores, the little horsies, and you put a coin in and you go like, woo, 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 for like a minute, and then it stops. That's essentially what it is. Where, if I can't pay my rent, then I got to figure something else to do. But if you put a coin into the machine can go. It wants to go. I want to keep streaming. So a gift like this is huge. Thank you to anonymous, whoever you are. You rock. Thank you for putting gas in the tank. Mwah. Opa to you. In your honor, we will try the coconut first. So to give you an idea of the texture of this, you can see here, it's very gummy. If you've never had mochi before, it's rice flour and water kind of beat to be this paste, and they wrap it around ice cream. This is coconut ice cream, and they freeze it. The mochi itself is the wrapper. It's not always with ice cream in it. This is just mochi plus ice cream. He's good. He's good. Even in the cold, he's good. What's that TikTok sound? It's like, you want to try it? No. He's good. Yeah. Your teeth just ached? Yeah. My teeth are luckily pretty good about cold foods. Products I use in my hair, most days, I just rinse my hair. Sometimes I'll wash it maybe once a month and use a conditioner after that. But most days I rinse, and then I put leave-in conditioner. Paul Mitchell Tea Tree leave-in conditioner is my go-to because I love the minty smell. And my new go-to fragrance matches with it very well. This is a mango mochi. Also really good. I think I like the coconut better. Mango's so fantastic. It's fantastic. I think I just like coconut better than mango, period. It's soft too. We gave it time to melt. He's good. Okay. Shall we play the Bill guessing game? We shall. Have I made any new ice cream? Currently in my freezer is mint chocolate chip brownie, or mint chocolate brownie, made with fresh mint. Really good. Enjoy it. I'll probably have some later. Either that or the caramel chocolate brownie, which also very good. Also made by me. My next creation, which I have the ingredients for, I just haven't had time to put it together yet, is going to be a salted caramel cashew pretzel ice cream. So it'll be salted caramel ice cream, chocolate, cashews, and pretzel bits. I'll probably blend the cashews in to make the ice cream a little richer, and so it'll just be like pretzel chunks in it. We'll see. Whatever I do, whatever it is I end up doing, I'm very hopeful for this one. Because I love cashews, I love pretzels, I love caramel. Yeah, peanut butter after that. No, Liz, I was about to say, definitely. Because I haven't even really done a Reese's before. I've done chocolate peanut butter, but not Reese's. Like using real Reese's bits. So that will be the next one after that. So probably another week or two before I have the ice cream pints free to do that. Okay, let me remind you what we ordered so that you can accurately guess what the bill is. We ordered a spicy tuna roll, a tonkatsu ramen, which is pork ramen, the kind we got. We got a hot tea. We got a mango mochi and a coconut mochi, which leads us to X dollars. Let me leave a tip. So I'll tip like, what, 30-ish%? Little under 30% maybe? All right, only guess once, y'all. Only guess once. If you guess twice, I will ask you to lock in your answer because there's few enough people that I can keep track of, which is good. All right, I am watching. I know who's closest. I know who's closest. Ooh, wow, y'all. Okay. If you guess no dollars and cents, or if you guess no cents, I will assume you mean 0.00. Okay, only guess once. Okay, I think I know who's closest currently. And last call. Anyone else who hasn't guessed yet? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Me. Got it. Close. Close. The pre-tip amount was $59.31. I tipped $20 on top of that, which brings it to $79.31. Me guessed $78.90, which is roughly, or exactly I should say, 41 cents under, which is within $1, and it's pretty close. Yeah, only I know you were close. And you were the one I was talking to when I said, I was like, I'll assume 0.00. You were, I think at one point you were the closest. At first it was Caitlin, then it was you, and then me swooped in with that 90 cents and got you. Me, do you know what you won? Do you know? Also, I can call you by your real name if you want. I know your real name. I know who you are, but it's up to you. Do you know what you won? Does anyone know what me won? Does anyone know what me won? I should have stuck with it. Even still, you would have been. Well, no, you would have been close. You would have been closer by a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so me is actually Trish. Me won everything and nothing. That is correct, Trish and Sarah. You know how this goes. Here's the thing, though. That's not what you win today. I'm switching it. That is not what you win today. Normally, you win nothing, and then blah, 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 you win everything. I know. Today, you actually win everything. Straight off the bat. But when you think about it, if everything is nothing and nothing is everything, you also win nothing. You're not, so I guess you did technically guess it that first you win everything and then nothing. Normally you win nothing first and then everything. Today you win everything first and also nothing on top of that. The exact mirror image. Big move today. What kind of tea am I drinking? Only Chris knows. Actually, I do know. It's lavender chamomile, but you know. Congratulations, Trish, on your win. You get added to the very special, very never before seen leaderboard of champions, which exists, definitely exists in my apartment. Cool. Fun stream, y'all. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to everyone who gifted. Love y'all making this stream huge success. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. We're inching up towards our Applebee's stream where we're going to probably eat Applebee's, and you know, maybe I will like it. I have a feeling there's some good stuff at Applebee's. I don't know, but we're going to try it as soon as we hit 400. Tomorrow I'll be back with another stream. As long as my sleep schedule decides to behave, I will be probably at like 9:30, 10 on for a Get Ready With Me, TikTok, subscribers only. And then, you know, once we're done with that, maybe an hour or so after that, a lunch stream. That will be for everyone. And then it will be the weekend. I will take the weekend off and then be back Monday. So anyways, love ya. Thank you for hanging out. And until tomorrow, as always, stay